Hello again! Last time we were here, we've successfully defeated the Capra Demon and unlocked... Sorry about my tongue twistingness. I'm really getting bad at this. Anyway, we've unlocked the door to the depths. That's what I'm trying to say. And the Capra Demon is defeated. Now, before we proceed into the depths, though, it would be a shame to waste all these souls on my inevitable screw-ups. Let's change up a bit. Go back to using the Sorcerer's Catalyst and the light helmet so that I can still roll. Good. And I'll use a Homeward Bone. And quickly go back to the bonfire at Firelink. Since I do want to invest my souls wisely while I've got the chance. What shall I invest them in, though? Okay, I picked these two out of habit, but I'm like, I think maybe I should just level up these three stats equally, as long as I can. Doesn't seem bad. Okay. Oh, ghost. Excellent. Naked bag man. Let's proceed. It would be a shame to die and lose a bunch of souls that I could have used to make my playthroughs a little bit less harrowing. Now, our short-term goal in getting to the depths is to get the large ember. Because with that, we can upgrade our weapons past +5 up to +10, provided we can get the materials. And it just so happens the materials that I need to get it up to +10 are in the depths as well. So all in all, a very good idea. If I want to challenge some of the harder bosses in this area. The boss of the depths itself, though, is actually like one of the easiest bosses in the game. Which is unfortunate, because it opens the way to Blacktown, and it makes that area seem both tempting, and yet at the same time I realise exactly how unpleasant it is going to be to actually go there. There's always a sense of relief when one actually gets through Blacktown and alive, and then resolves never to go there again. It would be very tempting to just not go there at all, but I do actually have a reason to want to go there. Because I probably want to get the pyromancy power within at some point. And that's where it is, so no choice in the matter. And also, I think it would be disappointing to do some sort of Dark Souls playthrough and not go to Blighttown. I mean, that would be quite a loss of experience, wouldn't it? Be careful coming down here. These Dreglings are a bit more powerful than the ones upstairs. It's no excuse for getting completely bullied by them, though. Like I'm going to be. Easy. Strong attacks didn't kill him in one hit. There are two other unique creatures down here. I'll show you in just a second. First, I'll just look at this barrel. Look over there. You'll see the first one. He's hiding on a raised platform. Or she. There's some debate over whether or not they're he or she's, but they're probably better referred to as its. Basically butchers. They have bags on their heads and large cleavers, and they like to chop meat. And they're not terribly picky as to whether the meat's alive or not. There are only 2 of them, and they don't respawn once they're killed, so that's a plus. And if you're lucky, they might drop their sack helmets. As you can see, the torch guys are also a bit troublesome again. Because they'll do a ton of damage in 2 swings. Now, if you were like me and you went and got that item in the corner and you basically eyeballed that butcher character over there, the game will take notice of the fact that you did this, and when you go down to the lower area, like I'm about to do, the butcher should jump down automatically before you get to that room. If you came down here without looking at that enemy first, though, it will actually play possum and it will let you get in the room and then jump down behind you. So that's an interesting little mechanic that I noticed some of the times I've been here. So I jump down from here into that corridor down there. The butcher enemy should come down automatically. Yep. It's not going to wait. They're not that difficult, but they will hit freaking hard. They can be backstabbed though, so hooray for that. Damn it. This corridor is too small. I wasn't able to get behind him. Best just to get around them and backstab them, but yeah. They have pretty high poise, so don't expect to be able to stagger them too much, unless you've got a very powerful two-handed weapon or something. They just won't stagger very easily. And they look cool sometimes though. Just like red eyes and staring at you and going, ooh. Oh, freaking badass. And you want to go in this room at some point to get the pyromancy trainer.
You, here, over here. Please, you must help me.
I was just rolling through these barrels and not attacking through them, because you would probably hit him as you break him out otherwise.
Thank you. I would have been a supper without you. Been eaten alive. I shudder to think. Thank you. Thank you dearly. I am Laurentius. Or the Great Swamp. I will not forget you.
And like Griggs, this guy will end up at the Filing Shrine just after you free him. And he's the pyromancy trainer. He'll sell you your first... If you didn't start as a pyromancer, this guy will set you up as one. He'll give you a pyromancy glove. And he'll teach you the basic spells like burn things from far away, burn yourself, just basically just anything that involves burning things. He'll teach it to you. And unlike miracles and sorceries, you don't need any stats to use them except for the pyromancy glove itself. So it's a cheap magic that anyone can employ. Except for me, because I've decided not to use any offensive pyromancies. I will still probably use a couple of the non-offensive ones, maybe. There's no point making the handicap any worse than it is. While you're in knee-deep water, you won't be able to move very fast. But enemies, of course, will be able to move at their regular speeds, because they're cheating bastards. Watch out for these dogs. Try and use the pillars to your advantage if you can. Sometimes they'll attack and get stuck on them. And sometimes they'll seem to attack you right through them, but do your best. That's all I can say. There's a second butcher here, but he's also guarded by a pair of dogs. The dog over there won't attack you until you get fairly close. This one will attack you the minute it notices you. But it's facing the wrong way from this direction, so... Oh. Totally gave my advantage away, though. Might as well make some use of my... Yeah. Damn it. One hit wasn't enough. Get rid of the dog first, and quickly. This guy's not as bad as that other one, because at least you've got some space to actually move around here. You can easily dodge a lot of its attacks. And as you can see, they have pretty narrow hitboxes. I was able to walk through that one. You can basically just circle straight around him. He does not have a fast attack in order to stop you from doing that. He can reposition himself, and he can catch you off guard. Some of his attacks have an arc, but most of the time, circle strafing around him just easily counters anything he might want to do. Sack! Hooray! I'm gonna wear it right now. Suck! Yep, excellent. Although, for some reason the sack looks a bit more like a bucket at the moment, but... oh well. Anyway, this person was, well, let's destroy his table, just to annoy him. This guy's guarding the ember I was looking for. Large ember. Now if we give our blacksmith friend up near the church area the large ember, we'll be able to ascend our weapons, finally. Ascending the weapon will be the first order of business right now. Although it would be tempting to go into the depths and get some additional materials. I could also just go up there or ascend. I have a couple of large titanite shards, so I could start the ascension by taking my Caestus upstairs and then bringing it back down here and finishing the job with my own weaponsmithing box. Since only the step from +5 to +6 actually has to be done at the blacksmith himself. And if I come down here with better weapons, then my farming would be better. I'm actually not sure. This could be a bit of a dilemma. Well, actually, my farming is going to be pretty bad anyway, because it's going to be a matter of how easily I can farm slime. And slime will not be easy to farm. Okay, that's enough of me musing by myself, while other people are like, get on with it. Okay, I will just show people who may not know it that there is a shortcut to a particular area through here, but it's one way. You can get a particular item, a shield, only by going that way, but then you'll have to fight the giant rat. If you've got ranged attacks, it's a non-issue to fight the giant rat from upstairs, from the area above it. But if you're a melee type like me, it would be a little difficult to just jump into the giant rat room with no preparation, and unnecessary. So we'll take this door instead, which is the standard way to get down here. Now, there is an item there, but there's also a slime on the roof. Now, if I had a ranged attack, I could peel him off the roof quite easily, but the only way I'm getting that item with fists only is to let him jump on me. I am not prepared to let him do that just yet. I'll do it on the way out when I go up. Similarly, there's a whole bunch of slime here. You can actually sort of like run through here. It will work to a certain degree, but it's a bad idea. If you just slowly approach each of these slimes, they'll fall down right in front of you. As you can see, they're rather resistant to physical attacks. This might improve it a little, but it actually won't improve it very much, because they're also not terribly vulnerable to magic attacks. Their real weakness is fire. If you have pyromancy or a flaming weapon, these guys are a complete pushover. So much so that they're incredibly easy to farm. Like there would be no trouble killing them constantly, just through the materials they drop, which is useful. They drop very useful materials at this point in the game. As you can see, without fire, my problem is going to be how to kill them in a reasonable fashion. It wouldn't be impossible for me to get a fire fist weapon, or I can use, I can go buy pine resin, what am I saying, charcoal resin, and use it to farm, although it seems a little wasteful. It's, at the moment, the only thing I would have to invest here is a lot of time. Maybe some humanity stacking just to keep myself from going insane. Now here's the one undisputed use of the Master Key where I'll say it's not actually breaking the game, but it would by itself make it completely worthwhile to get as a starting gift. And that is that the Master Key opens this door without me having to go fight the giant rat. Which means you get a bonfire in the depths area without working at all. Hallelujah. Because I really don't want to fight the giant rat just to get a bonfire down here. I think that would be unpleasant. Oh, the slimes respawn. If you're going to farm slimes, what you do is you just run right through here. Because from this direction they'll not drop fast enough. They'll all drop to the floor, but they'll all drop behind you. Now you have as much slime as you want. With the bonfire right there, this is an excellent spot to farm for sort of mid-tier materials. These slimes will drop two different varieties of items. Although, with my item discovery as low as it is at the moment, I can't expect them to do it too often. Wait, no, there's something. Green Titanite. Green Titanite is what you need to make fire weapons and divine weapons. Although making fire weapons is an adventure in and of itself, since the blacksmith is incredibly inconvenient place, to say the least. Like the most inconvenient blacksmith in the game, by far. Alas, if I wanted to farm these guys with a fire weapon, I'd have to go visit him, and I would need divine weapons to get into the catacombs in order to even think of doing that. I don't think a fire weapon is worthwhile at this point. If I need to farm, I'll just cut the video and farm away. Ah, there's our giant rat. He's a pretty cool guy, as far as enemies go. It's a shame. It's almost a shame that he doesn't respawn. He's a one-time only sort of, once a game sort of thing. He's got like an axe stuck in his eye. It's pretty cool. He is an enormous pain in the ass to actually fight mono a mono. Since he's basically just a giant version of the rats that you normally fight. Jumps around, hits pretty hard, and basically doesn't get staggered and ignores various things. Since this is a sewer level, of course, there's a lot of rats. But that makes this place great for farming some humanity early on. Not as good as some of the later parts, but it's up there. The Tomb of the Giants baby skeleton farm and the extended cut content giant humanity enemies are probably better ways to farm humanity late game. But during the mid game, this is probably your best shot. The rats in this area near the bonfire. He'll come out in box. I was largely expecting to be poisoned there. Although I am pushing it quite a bit with my health at the moment. No items. Yeah, you can get that's the key that opens the door to the bonfire. It seems like my recollection was a bit off. I thought you had to collect it from the rat side. It seems you can collect it from this side, where the giant rat is not. Okay, that makes the opening of this bonfire seem a little less arduous. Although still, I wouldn't really want to fight the giant rats for it either. It's much more comforting to just get the bonfire right away and not risk anything. That's the sort of thing I think the Master Key should be for. Just little conveniences here and there. I probably would have avoided designing it in a way that would sequence break too much. Or I would have left, or if I wanted to put a sequence breaking item in, I would have like made it either a new game plus item or maybe a, have you cleared this game before? Well, now we'll let you do it as you please. Probably a different design philosophy, I know, but yeah, that's how I feel about it. I wonder if I can get a large Titanite off these guys. Would be nice. Large Titanite. There we are. Those are the two things these guys can drop. Although if I had more item discovery in the form of humanity, or the serpent ring, or the avarice helmet, this would be quite a lot easier. Either that, or if I was just a pyromancer and I could just blow the entire corridor away in a couple of spells. Hey. Now, methinks I shall have to do a little farming, just to get the materials I need to do the next couple of events. So I'll put an end to this recording here, and when you come back I should just have more stuff in my inventory, but I won't have gone anywhere, so see you then.